cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it?
And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
The offense retains possession.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a big...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Forced out to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And a Raven 1st down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes this Washington 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll do it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Smith, the throw taken in by Sims. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Hopkins on for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Buying time to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, for the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
48, Mike. Bang it. 48, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. Open man here. Sims complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Sims. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and
got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to...
Accelerating, and off he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson now being chased, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Account, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith slings this, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point good by Hopkins. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Third down here.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Willie Snead.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
One more time with Dobbins. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he puts it through.
Makes this Washington 35. Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Play action, it's Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Jackson will throw again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. They'll run here with Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And he returns this to the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Washington.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
48 Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the gun, here's Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. On 2nd and goal, Smith toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
He'll take over.
It's a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Smith looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
43-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get off the field.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go.
They snap it to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go, D.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Today's finals, Washington 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we